We be rising every day. What's going on, Be Risers? So I step away from YouTube for 5 minutes and all hell breaks loose. Okay, maybe it wasn't 5 minutes, but I come back after spending, doing some spending time creatively, which I notice a lot of people are doing. This is the positive that's come out of all of this craziness, is that there's so much creativity. People are producing music. I'm working on my recipe book, which is coming out soon. Lots of great recipes for you guys. Lots of soups, stews, crock-pot dishes. So it's coming, hopefully by next week. But I wanted to talk about what's been going on lately on YouTube. If you haven't been tuning in, I know a lot of you guys have been, because you've been messaging me about it. All the different types of conspiracies, whether they're true or not, and what we're going to be seeing coming, right, with this whole lockdown, this social distancing, isolation. I'm still out in nature, having fun. Hope you guys are too, and staying connected with your friends, family. So what have I been hearing? Well, with the YouTube guidelines now, you cannot talk about the coronavirus and the 5G or else you will get demonetized. They may remove your video. I'm not monetized, you guys. I make some money off my books, so that's great. Thank you guys for supporting me. But yeah, I'm not worried about getting demonetized because I don't monetize my videos, but I don't want my videos removed. So if you haven't heard of G, it is the upgrading wireless technology to a higher frequency. And some scientists and biologists, there's thousands of scientists that are claiming this will have an impact on our cells. And there's huge consequences for upgrading this frequency. And there's conspiracies that it's connected with the COVID, because they are rolling it out at the same time. And it's interesting because there's a lot of these towers going up in Wuhan. The same time, this virus has come out, right? So a lot of people think there's a conspiracy behind it to distract us from this upgrading of these towers. And I know, look already what they're telling us with the cell phones. Don't keep them close to your head. So obviously they're looking into the health effects, which is great, but obviously we need more science to look into this, to look into the health effects of upgrading this radiation. And even with I see Bill Gates on Ellen talking about how he wants everybody vaccinated. He thinks that's going to be how we're going to overcome all of this. And he sees this happening in the next 18 months. And of course, if you look at the thumbs up to thumbs down ratio, there's a lot of people that are against this. A lot of people that are speaking out against this because it's their body. They have their own rights and freedoms, and they don't feel like someone should be, forcing them to get this vaccine, especially when vaccines typically get a trial period of years, just to test the side effects. And if you look at I always tell people, educate yourself on all topics, look into it, make a decision for yourself based on researching all sides, right? Look at what is in these vaccines. Look at, do you want to put that in your body, right? High mercury levels is not good. It's toxic for humans. So look into documentaries as well. Vaxxed is a good one. educate yourself and then make an informed decision. But I feel like everyone, you guys know, everyone should have their freedom to choose what they want to do. Everyone, has free speech as well. Even that is being censored on YouTube. And it's a crazy world we're living in. But the positive about this, you guys, is I see that a lot of people are coming together. We're putting our differences aside, whether that's to do with religion or politics, whatever it is, we're putting that aside and we're coming together and we're joining forces. And that's the most powerful force right now that we have. That's love. And that is unbeatable. So when we come together, we are the most powerful force on the planet. And that's what it's all about. It's about standing up for your rights and freedoms and putting our differences, our small differences aside and stopping fighting over these small differences, because that doesn't help, right? That just keeps us distracted. And we got to come together and make sure that we have our freedom, because without that, we are going to be more in lockdown. We are going to be more suppressed. Freedom of speech is so important. Having your own voice, so important in all this. And hearing all sides to the situation, really important as well. So my take is we need to keep our freedom for all species, and we need freedom of speech. We need to hear everybody out, but we don't need to follow everybody. And when someone is trying to control our rights and freedoms, that is not allowing for expression. And we have rights, we have our freedom. And if someone is trying to control that, that's not good. And they don't deserve to be in power, even if they have the most amount of money. They have billions of dollars. They don't have the right to dictate what we do to our bodies. So, power to the people. We will be rising. We will be, winning no matter what. And always choose love. Always keep focusing on the love, keep doing what you love, and keep preaching, keep putting your voice out there. It needs to be heard. And always look into, research who is behind the message, who's funding them. So important to look at your source, because there's a lot of media out there pushing out their own agenda. I don't have an agenda. My agenda is freedom. My agenda is freedom of speech and freedom for all. And when we have that, we'll all be rising. Coolest sound ever.